this is Mahesh Ravi, and in this video, we're going to take a look at how to create your own custom mockups to showcase your design. So we're going to use two tools here. We are going to create a 3D model using Adobe Dimension, and we're going to convert that into a mockup using Photoshop. So let's get started with it. We are going to go to Adobe Creative Cloud, and if you don't have Dimension installed, you can come here and you can install it. So I already have this, so I'm going to open this. So yeah. Here we are in Adobe Dimension. You can create a new document or you can click here to customize the document that you want to build. So I'm going to start creating a say 1080 into 1080 pixel document. So let's click create and we have a document right here. So on your left side, you can see a library of 3D assets. You can see basic geometry, and you can also see some finished models here. You can use anything from here. So I'm going to just start with something very simple. I'll just take this beverage can. So when you click on it, it's going to load up into your screen. Right? So we have this normal can. You can use Control Plus to navigate, and it actually looks pretty cool. So you can move it, you can rotate it, you can do a lot of stuff with it. So I just want it like this. This is fine. Now what we're going to do is we will render the scene out. So we're going to go to the render tab right here, and we can name it to 40. We'll make the quality to high. It's going to be slow, and we need it in PSD because we are going to take it into Photoshop, right? So we can just say that, okay, save it in desktop, click render. This is going to take some time, right? Because depending on the system, depending on your RAM, it will take a while, right? So it will basically tell you what is the status of the render. You can see that from here, and you can wait. Right, so we're done with our final render. It looks pretty cool, right? So let's close this document. And let's open the PSD in Photoshop. So just open this and the PSD is going to pop up in Photoshop like this. We have a lot of layers already, which is here. We have control over the background layer. We have the image. We have some masks which are ready to be selected, right? So this is going to be useful for us, right, in a bit. So we're going to just turn off the additional layers, and we basically have the rendered image with reduced noise right here turned on, right? This is good. So now, as I told you, we can have control over the background. You can change it in the way that you want. So all of that works really great. What we're going to do is we're going to build a mockup that, you know, anybody will be able to use it, right? So what we'll do is, so let's take the rectangle tool and drag a rectangle sort of like this. This works fine. You can fill it with a temp color right now, and we don't need any stroke for it. So we have this here. Now, once you have the shape already, you can convert this into a smart object. So let's change this to a smart object. We have this as smart object. Let's call it design. Reduce the opacity a little bit so that we can see this. So just sort of make it look like it belongs on the, so scale it down. Up to this is what we want. What we can do is we can go to warp tool, and you can go here into the warp settings. You can come to the settings here and you can change the density. So if you want precise controls, you can change the density so that you will have more areas to control. So I think for this it's okay. So now we can sort of change it to make it look like it sort of belongs in this. This is good right now, so make sure that's so not losing too much of proportions here. Okay, so this works. So let's come back from the warp tool, and we have this right now. What we can do is we might need to create a mask here. We need a selection, so we can go to the rendered image. We can make a selection by clicking on the thumbnail of this. So we have these. We can remove the unwanted selections by just dragging on, you know, top of this. So just okay, so we have this selection right here. We're going to go to the design layer right now, and we're going to create a mask, right? So just click on creating a mask, and we have a mask right there. Let's bring back the opacity, and we have this sitting right there. Now we already have a mask layer right here. Let's call it, let's put your design here. So we have this right now. But let's bring an image and test it, right? So let's open this up, and it opens up in a PSD file, and this is where you actually drop in your design, right? So let's take a design. Okay, this looks good. Let's scale it up so that it fits sort of perfectly. Yeah, this is good, right? Now click Control S and you go back to your original design. You can see that your mask area is actually filled up with the pattern that we have. The problems that you can see right now is that it's not actually, it's a very flat image right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to change the blending mode or linear burn. We can also add a little bit of shine on top of it. Let's create a new solid color layer called white. Let's put it right there, put on top of this layer, and we will change the blending mode to, let's say, overlay. So we have the shine also there. We can maybe reduce the opacity of this a bit. We can also bring down the opacity of this a little down, and we have our mocha gradient.